Hello, welcome back to SoCal Motorcycle Services. I'm Buck and I'm here with a very cool machine. This right here is a 1968 Vespa 150 and I believe it's a Sprint. You guys can check my facts if I get anything wrong. It's a 145cc two-stroke air-cooled single-cylinder engine making between 5 and 7 horsepower. Yeah, we got a beast here. It being two-stroke, it doesn't have an injection pump. You have to mix the gas with two-stroke oil and then put it in the gas tank. This is a beautiful example. Now, I have to tell you some things. Normally when I get a call from a customer who says, oh, I have a classic Vespa, my mind goes straight to it's a knockoff. There are so many what I call Vespas that are Vespas that are bodged together in Vietnam from parts left over from other things. They weld the frames together. They do all kinds of crazy things. And I was thinking, it hasn't run in a while. And I told her, now listen, it might not be real. I'll have to look at it and inspect it. Sorry, it's hot again. I'm sweating. And when it was towed in, when it got towed in, I'm looking at it and I go, it's almost in too good a condition to be an original one because the paint's perfect. It's in fantastic shape. And I'm looking around and I'll tell you what I found. But let me go through some things on a walk around and I'll show you some things. And we'll go from there. So, like I said, it was described as a 1968 Vespa 150, and I believe it's a Sprint. I don't know if it's a Super Sprint or not, but I believe it's a Sprint. And I'm looking around, and it has the correct Piaggio badging. Piaggio is the parent company of Vespa. Usually, you see these bolted on. For fake ones, it's not bolted on. They're made in Italy, of course, and this original horn says made in Italy. It's just beautiful. Has a center stand only, of course. This is I have to get the key, but that's a toolbox. You come over here. It has running light and brake light, headlight. The engine's under here. We'll take a look at that in a minute. They're kickstart only. You have rear brake here, and that's the only brake switch that turns on the brake light. Then you have the front brake, but it doesn't turn on the brake light. And we have this switch is lights off. This is lights on. That's high beam, I believe. Do not know what that one does because it doesn't have turn signals. Horn and the kill switch. Now, one thing I was thinking it might be fake is it has a key. Usually they just have a fork lock that's right here that you lock with the key. This one has an ignition key. No electric start. That definitely would have been fake. So that could have been added though to make it more rideable. We got the gauge here that has odometer and speedometer. And believe it or not, since it was restored, it only has 144 miles on it. Like I said, the front brake is here. And let's go and show you the funky way you shift it. It's a 4-speed. This is the clutch, and then you rotate the whole lever to decide which gear you're in. Neutrals in between first and second. So it's got 4 speeds, 4 gears. And There's debate on whether or not these came or if they came stock or people added them, but it was color matched. And then the seat looks like it's recovered, has a spare tire here. And that's what the bike looks like. Now, let me grab my stand and I'll show you the engine and show you some interesting things I found in the engine. Okay, so the engine is under that cover. I'm gonna pull my stool over. There's a latch here that you undo. Then you pull it up and you take off this hook, and that hook locks into there. This spring clip goes in here. This pin goes in the hole here, and then you latch it. There's the engine. Has a cooling fan on it. It's air cooled, and this shroud forces the air through the head, and it comes out here. The carburetor is under here. This is the air box. It needs a replacement air intake boot, but the filter's in here, so that's completely fine to ride it until we get a new intake boot. There's the coil, and there's a junction box here with some of the electronics. The gearbox is down here. All the cables look good. On the cheap knockoffs, they have cables that aren't as good as this. Now, I found something. What did I find? Right here. It says it's restored in 2005 by ClassicWheels.com. Has a Classic Wheels ID number. The engine was new when it was put in, and it has the frame number. This, folks, is an original one with a new engine. So, well, new in 2005. So I would say it's original. Even though it's hard to call a bike with a new engine original, this one is. So what we're going to do now is I'll put it back together again, and then what do you say we go for a ride? Let me grab the key and let me start it with the engine cover off so you can see what's going on, and I'll be back in a second. Stay tuned, folks. Okay, I'm back. I got the key. Let me explain another thing before I start it. Let me get this cover out of the way. I don't want that to fall down. It's too nice. You have the petcock, which is, when it's that way, it's closed, which is off. And if you can see, there's a little C on top, means closed. Up and down is on. When you go this way, an R pops up. That means reserve. This is your choke. When it's cold, you pull out the choke until it warms up. So let me see what we can do with starting it. So on this one, since it has a key, you put in the key, turn it on, fuel's on, cross your fingers. First kick. Why did it start on the first kick? Because I worked on it. So you can see the fan blowing, and air is coming out here and under here, which is forced. It's called forced cooling. You can adjust the idle here, and it has a twist grip throttle. Just like a normal motorcycle. And it has that cool two-stroke putt, 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 putt. And then let's see, headlight with the running light that's on. and the brake light comes on. There's a running light down here you can see. And then when you hit the rear brake, the headlight comes on, the brake light comes on. So it runs amazing. I guess I expected it to start on the first kick, but you know things never work out on camera. But the last few kick starts started on the first kick. So now, what do you say I put it together and we go for a quick spin? All right, stay tuned. I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. I got my helmet on. Let me put my gloves on. And we'll give this a go. All right guys, here, let's hope I didn't jinx myself. Nope, she runs great. Okay, just push it off the stand. Then you pull in the clutch, get it into first. Oops, gotta get used to that rear brake. Very nimble, very maneuverable. The front brake's a little touchy too. I'll have to look at that. Fourth gear. I'm going to go around this corner in second. Okay. I'll let this biker go by because they might be faster than me. Catch him. I'm in third. And I'm in fourth. I almost caught him. Fun. It's not a speed demon, but it is incredibly fun. And that engine runs amazing. Some rattling, old bikes rattle. First gear is weird with that. You gotta move your hand all the way up, where the clutch is almost facing up in the air. But she shifts fantastic. In very, very, very good condition. I just don't like that funky front brake. Because watch, when I hit the brake, I get a jitter. It's almost like the shoes are a little worn. It has drum brakes front and rear. Man, this bike runs like new. I could imagine rolling up to the pizza shop with this and doing one of my pizza reviews on it. The gears are pretty close ratio. I could barely tell a difference between them, like that was in third, but it doesn't care. Okay, we're in second now. I'm gonna have to do some more riding research on this thing because it's fun. I don't mind it at all. I like this bike. It's incredibly small for me. I'm a big guy. I'm 6 foot, like 220. And the weight, it doesn't mind the weight. It's just that getting to that brake, I have to do a scrunch up position. I'm riding on my scooty. This is fun. I like scooties. Especially Vespas. Vespas are iconic. This top speed is about 50, maybe 60, depending on the hill. Everybody gets out of the way when the mighty Vespa comes through. All right, guys. And then to kill it, I put it in neutral. And you can either turn off the key or you just press this button right here if you can see. And it kills it. So there we go. Back here at SoCal Motorcycle Services with my customer's nice 1968 Vespa. Seems like I've been working on a lot of old bikes. Probably because I'm one of the only people who will work on old bikes in San Diego. But there she goes. The bike is going to be for sale. My customer, she just doesn't ride it. And she wants to sell it to somebody who will love it. So if you're interested, hit me up on comments and I will let you put you guys in contact with each other. And you could do a lot worse. All right, thanks again. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot. I'm starting to grow pretty big for me. It's a small channel, but I'm wanting to grow it. And I'll get you some more cool, interesting content. I believe I got something really cool coming in next week, a movie bike that you guys might love. Otherwise, have fun, and I'll talk to you soon.